Hello everybody, this is Abby Normal and welcome back to... What the fuck was this game called? Shit. Hello everybody, this is Abby Normal and I fucked up. I loaded in the wrong save, so like I was recording for 5 minutes before I went, this sounds really familiar, this sounds like I've read it before. Wait a fucking minute. And then I remembered I was on Vera's storyline and I forgot everyone's voices, so they're probably going to get new voices. Except Siopa. I know Siopa sounds like this, or something. Anyway, finally, it's time for a real scary story, and not one of your knockoffs. Prepare to tremble in fear, for now you will hear about the red eyes. What? Once you're finished with the Are You Afraid of the Dark intro. Ooh, I can get super spooky for this, so I'll get my microphone super close to me and get you all into it. Everyone, turn your lights low. I hope you're ready. There was a trio in a camp. They never split up. Their leader's name was Max, but everyone called him the Beast. There was a reason for that. If you accidentally bump him in the shoulder during a walk, he will tear you apart like a pit bull. Look at him the wrong way, and you are as good as dead. Even his friends used to get it. Fortunately, they were strong enough to settle him down. They were tough guys too. Used to keep the entire camp at bay, but no one would report them because the Beast would take care of it. No one would say a word against them, and the trio was having fun. In short, the guys were on the road to success, but they failed. Because of whom? Because of a girl, of course. There was a lass in the camp whose name was... Vera. Whose name was Lena. Once upon a time, Max had seen this girl, this Lena girl, this dame, this broad, this chick, doing exercises. What do you think, she was a gymnast? Not some bookworm. And so the Beast was lost. He couldn't get her out of his head. Even food wasn't an option. He asked her on a date that evening. And she said... And she was like, I would love to, but there is a problem. What problems? Your friends, they never leave me alone. Make them. The Beast accepted the deal and left. He didn't even notice her eyes blazing with crimson fire following him. All night long he was rolling in his bed, sleepless, and the next morning he had the talk with his friends. Are you okay? They said. We've never met this Lena before. Max chilled out and went back to Lena in the evening. You were wrong, he said. My friends have nothing to do with you. Lena was... Don't you trust me? They came this morning threatening to beat me down if I meet with you again. It's up to you who to be with. The Beast left with pain in his heart, not noticing the red fire burning deep in Lena's eyes. The next morning, he set off to find his friends. Damn it, Beast, they said. We were with you all day. Have you seen us threatening someone? Who do you trust more? Us or a strange girl? But the Beast was blinded by love, and so he promised that he would kill everyone who touched her. In the evening, he came back to the place and saw Lena. Look, Max. Look what your friends did to me. She untied her shirt. As he saw red bruises on Lena's pale skin, frenzy filled his mind. I'll take care of them, he shouted. Wait, Lena caught his hand. You have already broken your promise. This time I need proof. Bring me the hearts. Whoa. Dude, you only asked her on a fucking date. And she put a blade into his hand. The beast was about to throw it away, but she leaned on him and kissed him deeply. I am waiting until midnight. Now, go. That ass. Oh, sorry. And Max was off, with Lena's eyes following him, shining brighter than the Kremlin star in twilight. The beast waited until everyone was asleep. He snuck into the cabin and stabbed his friend in the chest. He came to the second one and stabbed him as well. That's how his friends died. Max cut their hearts out of their chests, wrapped them with a shirt, and went back to Lena. Did you bring it? Lena impatiently asked Max as she saw him closing in. He handed the hearts over to Lena and she took them. She turned away for a second, and when she turned back, the hearts were gone. Only a blood drop on Lena's lip remained. Max was going to hug Lena, but she pushed him back. What's wrong? The beast exclaimed. I've done what you asked. Do you really think, the girl arrogantly said, I'm gonna go out with a murderer of his own friends? But you've been beaten. Beaten? I faked it. I was testing how good a friend you are. Now beat it. These words turned the beast back to reality. He knocked Lena down and stabbed her with the blade. Again and again. But the blade didn't work against her. Only then did the beast see the shiny crimson eyes of his girlfriend. That scared the crap out of him. He backed away, but Lena took his hand and said, Where do you think you are going? Come on, hug me harder. Oh! She said while disappearing into the ground. Max tried to set himself free, but he couldn't. And Lena was already halfway underground. She was about to take him along with her. Max gathered his strength, took the blade and cut his hand off to break free from Lena, who disappeared underground with his hand. Max stopped the bleeding with a handkerchief and headed to turn himself in. Did he do the time? No. He was gone from his cell the next day. Only a letter, written with blood, he left. It said, The Red Eyes. Cool story, Vera. Of course I remember Stas's voice. Huh. Big time. Yeah. Well, tell us something, Silpa. Oh, I can't remember Silpa's voice. Me, I can't. Why did you even come? To keep you guys company? It's okay. You're not supposed to be a storyteller after all. You must be really strong instead, aren't you? I am. Yeah. Ugh, fine, I'll tell one. The one? I think so. Ooh. King of Rats. Oh yeah, it gives me creeps all the time. When I was in camp, it turned out the way that I was a camp leader's assistant, so I did her work often. I was used to being busy, besides being bossy was fun. It was troublesome, of course, but I learned a lot of respect from the others. Among the others, only Vera dared to challenge me. I am better in a fair fight anyway. We already tried it out. Should I remind you? Hey, I just wasn't prepared enough back then. I hadn't exercised the muscles and stuff, so... Okay. You are stronger. That's it. Back then, some chatterbox told me that Vera is afraid of the dark. I am not afraid of the dark. Maybe you should tell us yourself. Easy peasy. Sasha came to me one night and said, "This trip isn't big enough for the both of us. Let's make a bet. The loser gets transferred." So I accepted. If only I had known what her plan was. I would have accepted anyway. In short, we had to go to the catacombs at midnight. The one who left first was the loser. A deal is a deal, they say. So we set off at night. And the weather, almost as if on purpose, was cloudy, windy, and it was about to start raining. Besides, the flashlight barely worked. I felt like someone was watching us. We made it to the abandoned military base. We went down to the basement. Sasha was going ahead of me. We entered some room when Sasha turned off her flashlight and said, "There, dear, let's save the battery for the way back." But I was creeped out, so I was like, let's go over the bet and have a pull-up contest. I saw her smiling the way she does. "What's wrong, Vera? Afraid of the dark, huh?" I freaked out and turned off the light. I regretted it instantly, because I felt someone watching me. And the way they watched was not nice at all. I was all sweaty as I turned the light on, swinging the flashlight around. And Sasha was like, "So soon? Less than a minute." So I yelled at her and stormed outside. But the rain had just started. I wasn't going to go back to the camp, so I made my choice to stay before it was over. And that was the right thing to do, because I go now. Yeah, go on. After she left, I turned on the flashlight, and when I was about to leave, I realized that I couldn't stand up. It seemed like my legs were numb, so I put the flashlight on a nearby box and started rubbing my hips, trying to get the circulation going. But it was useless. Thought of calling for Vera came to my mind, since she couldn't get very far and the echo was strong enough in the corridors. But I'd just won the bet, so calling for help would be equal forfeiting. So I kept on rubbing my legs. Fortunately, I felt my hands losing control. They were wiggling down my legs, paralyzed as soon as I leaned on the seat. The only thing I was able to do was turn my head. What's up with me? Am I being paralyzed? That's all I could think. But why? I haven't fallen over or hit my head or taken any drugs. Why can't I move? I was about to piss my pants. Calm down, Alexandra, calm down. They'll find you missing next morning, and Vera knows where you are. They'll find you by lunch, at least. Maybe my senses will be back by that time. Just breathe. I was sitting and breathing and looking at the dim spot of light on the wall when they appeared. I heard the stomping of little feet at first. The beasts stayed in the shadow, but they got bolder and I could see their red eyes. Who were they? Rats. Aw, poor rat babies. My flashlight was almost dead, so I could only see their shapes in the darkness. Aw, poor little guy. Then, I hadn't thought it, but I saw one of the creatures get up on my knees. The grey creature sat on its back feet and it looked me in the eyes. Help, I whispered, trying to believe it was just a bad dream. But it didn't work as usual. I yelled at the top of my lungs this time. The horrible beasts hid away from my voice. All of them but the one sitting on my knees. It kept on sitting on its back paws, posing its front ones like in prayer and looking at my face. It seemed like the rat was smirking. "Help!" I yelled again, realizing deep in my heart that no one was going to come. Oh, I wished I were out of there. The stupid but foolish leadership. What use is any of that if you're going to get eaten alive? I broke into tears of helplessness. That was totally not in my plans. The rat looked away all of a sudden, like it was trying to listen to something. Then it just jumped off and the air trembled with the rat's footsteps. The horrible things in a single burst ran away, and the room drowned in silence, breaking with my sobbing and some water drops. Was I safe then? Did my scream scare them off, or had someone heard it and come to my rescue? I burst into laughter with relief. I was sitting and giggling like an idiot because I was alive. But the fun was broken when I heard a weird noise coming from the corridor. Noises of hundreds of small feet and squeaking rats were closing in slowly. My rescue hadn't come yet. "No!" I shouted. "No! No, get lost!" But the rats didn't listen. Of course, 'cause they're rats, and animals don't fucking listen. The light of my dying flashlight showed me the room filling with a swarm of grey beings. There was something big in the middle of it. The creature got into the beam of light, and I saw the Rat King. An ugly beast made of 6 or 7 rats was sitting on the back of his comrades, moving its paws and muzzle. I could just imagine Vera standing behind Sasha making the noise. The beings brought him upon my knees and scattered all over the room. I didn't see them, but I knew they were there around me, watching their king like in a theatre. I was screaming as hard as I could, trying to scare the monster, but it didn't care for me at all. It was heading to my stomach, slowly and clumsily climbing up my skirt, leaving a trace of pus and urine. Ew. At the time, I was awkwardly glad that my body was numb from the neck down. The Rat King made it to his destination, and I heard my shirt ripping as he bit me through it. I had given up on calling for help at the moment, only howling of helplessness and fear. And soon the monster will settle his hunger, and the rest of the swarm finish their job. A flash of light blinded me, and in a moment I heard a familiar voice shouting, "Get off! Away from you!" I heard the ripping of fabric, followed by a thud, as the monster was slapped onto the concrete wall by a childish hand. How fucking dare you? It was Nastia storming around the room, kicking the rats and hitting them with a flashlight as if it was a club. I don't know how it didn't fall apart. The rats formed away, carrying their defeated king, while Nastia hugged my neck, close to knocking me out and crying. "Sasha, dearest, don't you pass out, please." I'm fine, it's just tough. Can't move though. Way to go, Nastia. Yeah, sure, thanks. Saved my life. Cheers. You're a true hero. No words can explain how happy I was, but a terrible thought came into my mind. Nastia's legs will fail soon, just like mine did, and the rats will get us both. And so I commanded, "Nastia, you've got to get out of here. Now, run to the camp and bring the first leader you meet here. Got it?" Nastia nodded and rushed out, leaving me alone in the darkness. I wondered if my sanity could take it, and as her footsteps faded away, odd rustles caught my ear. Maybe it was just my imagination playing a bad trick on me, but it felt like the rats were surrounding me again. Fortunately, Nastia wasn't about to go far away. Ooh, let me tell this part. It's my favourite. When the rain's stopping, when the rain... Go on, yes. When the rain stopped, I got to the outside and saw Nastya running somewhere. I called up to her and we headed back to Sasha. Man, you should have seen yourself. But yeah, good thing you didn't. The talking dead in the flesh. And then our princess got back to life after we brought her outside. When her limbs started moving, she freaked out with joy. Boy, I have never heard her swear so much. The pain was unbearable as my sensitivity restored. My whole body ached as if some pierced by thousands of needles and my stomach was burning. Yeah, Nastya was dogging around Sasha like, Sasha, are you alright? Sasha, don't give it up. Sasha, does it hurt? Sasha. I shook her shoulders hard and sent her back to the camp for help. Nastya made a couple of steps and returned like, I won't leave her. And thanks to our beauty, we could settle her down. So we took Sasha's clothes off. All of it? I'm kidding. I'll do the same to you if you don't shut up. No, I'm good. And off to the lake. There we used her shirt as bandages in order to wrap her wounds. After we cleansed Sasha from... Put the details away, please. Alrighty. It's almost over anyway. Yeah, we made it back to the camp, and we slipped into our couches as if nothing had happened. No adult knew about this, of course. Even Nastya kept her mouth shut. She was way awesome. Aww. This is adorable. I'm gonna pat you. Pat, pat, pat. Was it for real? It was. Do you want to see the scars? I do. Oh my god. I could see her bra. That's the face on him. It's a bra. Dang, it's too dark in here. Can't see a thing. Neither can I. They are too small to see. Try to touch them instead. Watch your hands, you four-eyed freak. I just wanted to touch. You can touch Petrov next time you see him in a sauna. Keep your hands off of her. I quite like Vera because I think Vera and Sasha have a thing. Okay. Hey, it's 5 till midnight. Time to call for the Queen of Spades. This is where I'm gonna leave the video because we get to save the Queen of Spades for the next episode. Spooky times. Anyway guys, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.